Kia ora te whānau. It's a beautiful day here. I have to close the blinds in front of me. There's a dresser here and then there's blinds here, and I have to close them on days like this so that you don't end up with a talking ghost. Still feeling great, still having a great time. The film industry in New Zealand is absolutely cranking. We've got so much going on with Avatar, which is a good 4 years, and that includes Wellington and Auckland, mainly Wellington, but I was told today there's not going to be a lot of swing driving on that one. And also the Lord of the Rings TV series, they've started gearing up for that. And again, that's a 5-6 year gig, and which is just, it's so great. It's such good news for our industry, because then people like me who is never anyone's first choice, it means that I call them the A gigs. So that's fine, you go and do your A gig, off you go. But I usually get called up for the B's and C's, and I'm really happy about that, because usually there's less pressure. B's and C's are usually shorter, so people aren't so stressed out or over it, because you can really get over it. Anyone in the film industry knows that, because we've got such long hours and lots of pressure. So all that to look forward to, as well as all, you know, the B's and C's, which there's lots of those around at the moment. One of the things that I've noticed is a pickup in the pilots. We've been filming a lot of pilots for these companies, and they're filmed like with TV crews, people who are used to doing TV. However, they've got the large scale of film production. So great for us swing drivers. We get to drive lots of big gnarly trucks around to exotic locations, just like films. So doing the pilots is quite exciting, and one would hopefully assume that if a pilot gets taken up, it means that we might be considered for when they make the TV series. That's if they make the TV series here in New Zealand. I just love anything that's driving anything in the industry, and cast driving is fantastic, and it's such a privilege looking after these busy, highly successful people who are a whole world away from their home and whānau, and trying to help them navigate our different culture and the way we do things, which is, they always comment, it's pretty relaxed. We're not relaxed when it comes to deadlines and being on set on time. By the way, Mindy, the first morning with her, I said to her, by the way, Mindy, I don't know how they do it in the States, but here, when there's a call time, that is in stone. You are at makeup and wardrobe at the time they say, and then we are ready to shoot when the call sheet says we're ready to shoot. It's very, very rarely that that's not the case. And she was really grateful. She said, oh, in the States, we just rock in maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours late. Nobody thinks anything of it. And I thought, oh, I bet there's a lot of people that think something of it. Namely, makeup, wardrobe, and everyone on set trying to get ready. So we are very punctual here in New Zealand. That's the way we roll. And I love this industry. I love it here. I don't know what it's like in other countries, but I really, really love it here. And looking after cast members is a privilege. Driving shuttles with all the crew that sometimes are stressed or whatever, that's a privilege. And driving these massive ass trucks, that's a privilege. And at the moment on this film, I seem to have got the $1 million truck. That's what I call the camera truck. And I take that really, really seriously. So life is good. in eWorld. I would love to hear what it's like in the film industry in other countries. And if you're from another country and you've worked in New Zealand, I would love to hear how different ours was from yours, and if you had a different experience from what I just talked about. That would be great. Feedback, give me feedback. Love feedback. Okay. Haere mai. Talk soon.